never forget. With that said, let's move on to the first episode of the regular season of Fantasy Football Safe Space. If you're not familiar, here's the HBO special, Hook a Brother Up. We appreciate it. It goes a lot further than you guys realize. Who hurt you? Who did not come through? I'm rocking two different cameras. Who hurt you this week? T. Higgins, you're dead to me. You are dead to me. Uh, I should have learned from last year. I felt it had a soft spot for you because you went back in and signed some autographs, but man, that hurt. That zero burger hurt. Even a catch for 0 yards would have given me 1 point. Um, I expected that performance from Najee Harris, given that it was San Francisco 49ers defense. I had San Francisco 49ers defense. But T. Higgins, that hurt. Uh, where are my Drake London owners at, man? Because I know that had to hurt. Dobbins. Oh, Allison Lee. Shout out to you on IG. Dobbins owners, how you guys feeling? Aaron Rodgers owners, how you guys feeling? Indian wouldn't escape the injury bug. Oh, we got Aaron Rodgers. Talk about it. Talk about it, man. Brutal. It's only week 1. Hopefully, you guys drafted 2 quarterbacks in a single quarterback league. I know a particular member of the Safe Space crew who only drafted 1 quarterback, and it was Aaron Rodgers. And now either Dak or Geno is going to cost a pretty penny. He's also the owner of J.K. Dobbins and the owner of Travis Kelce. So somebody check on Big E. Someone take a PJ down to North Carolina and check on the boy, Big E. But, man, thank you guys for rocking with me. I appreciate it. Rolling solo tonight. Couldn't find a shot caller or a Safe Space member to fill in. So we're just going to do this thing solo dolo. Let me know who hurt you. Hopefully you guys didn't play against Tyreek Hill this week or Tua. I thought Tua was going to do well, but I felt like there was better value in taking Geno a round later. And that might have been the difference for me winning all 3 of my leagues. I'm doing 2 analyst leagues this year and then 1 work league. Should be good in the work league. Let's see. I drafted him on every league along with Cup and JT. Hey, I'll drink to that one for you. For your pain, I'll drink to that one. Cooper Kupp, the guy I lost to in the Vegas League, drafted Cooper Kupp in the second round and still beat me. So that's how your boy 7 is feeling. I went 2-3 this week. I do have JT coming back. Fingers crossed. 3 weeks from now, I saw AR-15 come up a little sore at the end of that Colts game. So I'm hoping when JT comes back, they don't call designated runs for AR-15, similar to how Arizona always called designated runs for Kyler. We don't need none of that. Just feed JT the ball. That's what I'm hoping for. I got a cheers. I appreciate you rocking with me. Let's see who's up in the chat. Let's see, Sub 7. What's going on, Albert, man? Hopefully you're doing well. Rolling solo tonight. You got any questions? Who let you down or who just ate you up? Hopefully you didn't play Tua. Hopefully you didn't play Hill. Who else got off yesterday? Best ball. Hopefully you didn't play against Jacoby Myers. Thought I'd never say that. I think the guy might have 2 career touchdowns and caught 2 yesterday. Did go out with a scary hit. Prayers up to him. Let me know who let you guys down. Dalton Kincaid, who's fighting the injury bug already. I know Eckler already has a rolled ankle. Dallas defense. All right, here you go. Let's acknowledge the Dallas defense. They did a phenomenal job versus a playoff team, a team that made the playoffs last year in the New York Giants. Looked like Giants had finally turned the curb and made strides towards improving their O-line, because I feel like for the longest that was the issue. They didn't have any receivers. They didn't have any O-line. Now they really don't have any receivers. They definitely don't have any O-line. I thought Pittsburgh played horrible as a Steeler fan, but at least they put 7 on the board. To get the goose egg as a professional organization in New York, a 9/11 week after golf had won the U.S. Open, I mean, you could even give us 3 points. So hopefully you Giants owners, you Daniel Jones owners, and you Barkley owners are doing all right. I think Barkley might have had 9, which is not what you wanted, but at least it's not a goose egg. Let me know in the comments who hurt you guys, who did well for you. Once again, Hit that like button. It goes a lot further than you guys realize. I'm using my phone for live, so I got a freestyle. Geno Smith, bit of a letdown. Really, all the mobile quarterbacks didn't do what they were supposed to do. Lamar didn't look exciting. Hurts struggled. It was just a rough week one. One high note for me is that I have Calvin Ridley in all three of my leagues, and he did work for me in all three of my leagues. So shout out to Calvin Ridley. Shout out to all the non-believers who didn't think he would be that guy and didn't believe the offseason hype. And kudos to you if you got him in the third, fourth round, because you look like you might get a wide receiver one, probably a mid-tier wide receiver one, and you only had to pay the third round price tag. Who else hurt you guys? Who else did well for you? Who was a surprise? Who Dallas Goedert, I think, put up a goose egg. I did not see that one coming. Trying to think who else did well and disappointed. Antonio Gibson. It looks like it's the Brian Robinson show. My lovely assistant is coming in with some stats. Bijan, how are you Bijan owners feeling? You got to feel good, but also like Tyler Algier, he still has a role, that significant of a role. How are you Gibbs owners feeling? There goes the sorry guy right there. Hey, Amon-Ra did work. If I had drafted him over Najee and actually had a cheat sheet on me and not been sipping the syrup in Vegas, I might have paid attention and got Amon-Ra over Najee. Shout out to Piggy Bank Picks, Threads and Brims. If you already don't follow them, please do. If you haven't hit the like button and you rock with me on YouTube, please hit that like button. It goes a lot further than you guys realize. But yeah, let me know who hurt you guys and who was just straight up dirt, and also who did well for you, because we do want to acknowledge the players that did work. Eckler, strong performance. He hurt me in one league, but helped me win in two other leagues. That's the upside and pros and cons of fantasy, man. We got you worried about Christian Kirk 7? I kind of am because he seems like the odd man out, because it seems like it's the Zay and Ridley show. And I feel like they're almost a balanced running attack with Etienne and is it Bigsby? Let's just call him Tank. His mama named him Tank, so I'm going to call him Tank. Shout out to those who follow Coming to America. His mama named him Tank, so I'm going to call him Tank. So, yeah, I would be worried for Christian Kirk. I know that you probably didn't use crazy draft capital on him, but you used draft capital on him. What's up, Edgar? Hopefully you're doing well, family. Thank you for filling in Vegas. Hopefully you got a dub in your first fantasy league. Didn't complete a pass. Yeah, Rodgers. So if you started Rodgers in a super flex or a single league, damn. I mean, I was at work. I just got home, washed up, and then got ready for my second job. So hopefully you Roger owners are doing all right. Checking on our Rodgers owner. Wilson hopes. I don't know what you mean. Are you talking about Russell Wilson? I hopefully no one started him this week. I wouldn't have advised it. What's going on, Jiu-Jitsu Poppy? What about that Strickland dub? What's next for Izzy? Does he get a rematch? Do you put him in the gauntlet? Does he move up? Let's talk some Izzy talk. Jets Wilson. It's ugly for Wilson. And as someone who has a Garrett Wilson stocks in one league, I'm worried because I know he had 1,000 yards with a combination of White Wilson and Flacco, but now you're looking at probably a whole season of Wilson, or at least a half a season of Wilson. Hopefully Rodgers sprinkled a little bit of game on the kid. I've never been a big fan. Who else? We got Rodgers done for the year for sure. Is it looking that bad? I just got home, so I haven't seen how it looks. But yeah, if the Jets are going to win, that I wouldn't be surprised if they become a more run-heavy team with Breece and Dalvin. That's just what it is. I mean, you have to kind of work around the injuries, which was really, really going to hurt someone like a Garrett Wilson. So, I mean, it's too early to panic, but you might have to move on, or at least see what's out there. Tua talk. QB1. QB1. When healthy, when protected, he's a dog. He's a dog. He got hurt at Alabama. He's been hurt numerous times in Miami. But when healthy, he's a dog. Tyreek Hill, animal. Like he came out and said he wanted to do 2 Gs, and he might be due, man, especially with that extra game, that 17th game. But this is Fantasy Football Safe Space presented to you by the Fantasy Shot Callers. I'm 7 o'clock, rocking both on IG and YouTube. Hit me up. Who hurt you? Who did well for you? Piggy, congrats, brother. Are we 2-2, or did you take over? And are we 3-2 in our personal matchup? I know you keep track, weirdo. So let me know. You weren't even supposed to be up here in this league, but here you are handing out L's. So I'll humbly take my only L this week to my brother Piggy Bank Picks. I'll be back strong. Can't wait to get JT back, especially in that Vegas league, because I really, really need him in that Vegas league. I'm sweating like it's like I'm in the South right now. So I apologize. Who else we got? Tua talk. If you give him time, he's gonna get you either over top with Hill or underneath with Waddle. Tight end actually looked pretty good. It looks like they didn't miss a step without Mike Gesicki. Showtime Cadets, welcome. I appreciate you rocking with us on IG. Who else disappointed? A lot of, like I said, Lamar didn't look like the guy. I know he doesn't have Mark Andrews, but I kind of expected a little bit more out of him. Joe Burrow, the entire all you guys were hyping up Jamar Chase as the number 2 overall pick and the number 2 overall receiver. I know it's week 1, but if Burrow can't plant on that calf, it's something that you guys have to acknowledge. I have 0 shares and 0 stocks in Cincinnati other than Higgins and 1. Shout out to the young OG JV. I'm ready to rock tomorrow. I know you see the backdrop a little bit. I got a little bit of Heisman, got a little bit of Cap. I'm ready to rock. The backdrop, yeah, you know what? And I think it might even change colors on them. What you want, JV? You want some yellow? You want some? Okay, maybe you can't get yellow. Okay, there's the yellow. Let's see. I'm trying my best. There it is. We're gonna rock with whatever color that is. But yeah, man, just trying to elevate each year, trying to get stronger with my delivery, my presence, as well as my backdrop, you know. But let's see. The Bengals, was it a fluke? Was it Burrow's injury, or do we think that there's actual issue in Cincinnati? Let me know what you guys think. It was a poor showing. Mixon had a salvageable day. I guess you could say Chase had a salvageable day. Higgins killed me. I'm used to him having 1 to 2 goose eggs per season and still finishing as a wide receiver 13. So I'm not quite worried. I'm curious if Joe Burrow is actually a lot more hurt than led up to believe. We know he went down in the preseason. But yeah, Browns look good. Myles Garrett is doing crossovers before he rushes the O-line. Seems like Cincinnati and both New York have O-line issues off the bat. One thing I didn't understand about the Giants-Cowboys game was that why did Daniel Jones play so late in the game? Why were the starters in the game so late? And I believe on both sides, offensive linemen went down, both in Dallas and in New York. That's something that I wanted to address on a separate note because it benefits nobody. When the game is out of hand, it wasn't quite 40-0 yet, but it was ugly. There was no coming back for the Giants. They still had Daniel Jones in, still had O-line starters in, and for what? In the rain at that. So I like Brian Daboll, but that was an ugly look. So we're going to talk about the New York Giants or see you on Tuesday. You know what? I'll wrap it up. We can talk about that Sunday night game. We can talk about that Monday night game going on behind that door over there. So I'll leave a little bit on the bone for you, JV. I won't run my mouth. JV, then what leagues are you in? Who did work for you? Who's disappointed you? Who killed you in your leagues as an opponent? Because thankfully, I did not play Tyreek Hill or Tua. I feel like I'm blanking on somebody who just did work. Over under 500 times Cowboys fans have said it's our year. I'm gonna say over. I'm gonna say over because I feel like the young lady who I reside with, she's probably thinking the same thing. And don't be surprised if she comes out here or comes on camera. Where you at? She always hates when we talk Cowboys online, so I'm surprised she ain't out here yet. Lamar disappointed, but I love me some Calvin Ridley, dude. I didn't understand he didn't miss a year for an injury. He got an upgrade in QB, and last time he was available, he was like wide receiver 9. He looked a monster all camp, and people were still like, "Oh, be hesitant, be worried." He had 97 yards at halftime, 97 at halftime, and a biscuit. So that's one player I'm thankful to have because I feel like you can get that first round production, maybe early second round. You can get that Amon-Ra production out of him, but you didn't have to pay Amon-Ra prices. But Lamar disappointed, Hurts disappointed. You trying to pull up a chair and sit next to me?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I'll let you get ready. I'll let you do your thing, and then we can rock out for these last 8 to 10 minutes. You can let Jax out. Sounds good. We're gonna have what do you go by, Miss Motherfucking Lee? Mrs. 7 o'clock. My bad. You know we're calling in Brock Purdy right now. We ran out of quarterbacks. We ran out of hosts to fill in for Safe Space. So you might be fourth, babe. You want no disrespect. You might be fourth. Second string. Hey, Big E and Brother Fox are second string. So
then you're a terrible scouting coach. Oh, okay, then I'm third.
Yeah, you might be third string. You might be third. We'll see how you do. She said I'm a terrible scouting coach. You might be right. I found JV. I linked up with JV. That was probably my best. I found Patrick Mahomes. I didn't find him, but I collaborated with him. But let me know who let you guys down. We're got about 11 minutes left. I'm gonna have Mrs. 7 o'clock come join me. She's getting ready, warming up the arm in the bullpen.
Getting my drink.
She's getting her drink. I'm gonna scoot over real quick. You want to roll up, get your rollaway chair? Let's see. Oh,
I know I'm smart.
All right. Oh, you almost did that. See, that's why I said fourth string. That's why I said fourth string.
You know what? I suddenly don't want to come up here.
Oh,
wow.
come on. Are you just gonna stay right there? Or are you gonna hop on screen?
I don't know where you want me to go.
I thought you could hop on screen if you wanted to. There you go. I'll stay on IG Live right here, and then you can work that. So who did well for you? You have one league, one work league, and then you have
a public league, but it doesn't start till week 2.
Doesn't start till week 2. Yeah.
Who did well for me?
You got a dub in the work league.
Tua got me 34 points.
Tua owner. Cheers to that.
Go get him. I got Tua and my cowboy Pollard.
Ooh, shout out to all those Pollard owners out there.
Yep.
I didn't think he was worthy of that workhorse title.
And no lie, my New York Jets defense right now.
12.
Yeah, they got 2 picks.
I'm not mad. Ooh. How are you Josh Allen owners
right?
feeling? Okay.
Let me see how Josh Allen's doing. So I had a pretty good week.
Can you go to my squad, my work squad?
Mm-hmm.
What we looking like?
You up by a significant amount. Let's see. Watson really did good for you.
All right.
And is that AJ Brown?
That's his team.
Oh, you're on this side. My bad.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence,
22. Garrett Wilson only has 4.7.
Your kicker went crazy. Oh, that was on Miami.
Miami's kicker. Let's go.
And I have Tua.
Let's go. Fins up.
All right.
I don't remember the squad, so let's see. Washington defense. Westchester.
Not surprised.
Darren Waller 6.6. Alexander Manderson. Eckler 26 on him. Ridley 24. So I might be number 2, number 3 in points in my work league. I didn't think I was going to do a work league this year, but they didn't twist my arm. I just felt like it wouldn't be fair. But I also told myself I wouldn't do fantasy football advice anymore if I didn't finish top 3.
He didn't do it last year.
I didn't do it last year. They weren't ready, but
I think it's just that word got around at work that you're the football guy.
Mm-hmm.
So they were like, "Oh, we're having a league." So
for sure. For sure.
I mean, you're doing good. I mean, everyone's. You know,
there's
you
6
know what
winners and
though?
6
Our
losers
work
week
league
1.
has a lot of good contenders. Shout out to Mr. Miles because he shouldn't be in this league either.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So this is a Yahoo Fantasy League.
Here, this is his team right here.
This is a Yahoo Fantasy League at work.
At a special education school of teachers and therapists and staff.
Yeah.
Humble people, good people, just want to have fun in life.
Right. Just want to play fantasy football, right? So I personally stayed out of this league because I felt like it wouldn't be fair as a Yahoo 6-time diamond player. No, 6-time platinum player. There's a diamond in my work league. Diamond. There's a top 1% Yahoo player in my work league. Shout out to Lionel Miles, who's just out here beating up
of Vegas now. He needs to be in the Vegas draft
of Henderson. This guy's out here just beating up work leagues and taking advantage of people. He put up 130, Herbert 22. He got 25 from McCaffrey, 13 from Henry, 11 from Hawkinson, 26 from Jones, but Jones got hurt. He got 0 from his kicker, but it was a Giants kicker. 15 from Green Bay defense. He got Breece Hall on the bench. He's got Jordan Addison on the bench. He's got Michael Thomas on the bench. He's got Kenny Pickett as his backup. Obviously, he doesn't watch the show, or else he would have known not to draft Kenny Pickett for me, a Steeler fan. But we got a couple more minutes left, man. Let us know what you guys are thinking. We appreciate you rocking with us. Let's see. So I think I might be third for points. Shout out to Mr. Dove back in nursing school. He put up 164. Let me give you this guy's squad. He's got Josh Allen giving him only 13. He got 44.5 from Tyreek Hill, 14.2 from Keenan Allen, 8 from Dalvin Cook, 13 from Montgomery. He's got Denver's tight end, who I think left the game early with 4.2. Deebo Samuel, not mad at it, 11.3. He got 18 from Philly's kicker. Then he got 37 from Dallas' defense. Look, and there he is on the I wonder if he's watching right now. He's in the group text right now.
He just hit up the group chat.
But yeah, 164 for Mr. Dove.
Shout out to Mr. Dove because he's also a Cowboy fan, which means he has a great heart. And he has a great heart. That's all I'm gonna say. He does. Does he not?
We all have great hearts. We all work.
Not like Mr. Dove.
I give it to him. He an OG. But yeah, let us know who hurt you, who did well. Hit the like button. Yeah, who could have done better? Who?
For me, my personal is 7 o'clock. So Higgins me last year.
Yeah.
I had Higgins and I had Dobbins and I had Michael Thomas last year.
You told me don't draft J.K. Dobbins. Don't draft T. Higgins.
I did.
I did not draft J.K. Dobbins in any of my leagues, but I did take T. Higgins in one.
And what happened?
Yeah, you're right.
Did he get hurt or did he just suck? I don't know what happened.
It was just a bad game. Okay. His quarterback only had less than 100 yards.
Who's the quarterback?
Joe Burrow.
He just got paid all that money, huh?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, pretty boy. Let's see. You know what? Cooper. His quarterback.
Cooper?
Yeah. Well,
the game was out of hand. They didn't need him to really.
You're right. Targets. He stepped out. Oh, you know what? Barkley. I understand that the Giants played a tough defense. But, you know, it was raining like heavy. So the conditions of the field weren't great. But, you know, Saquon was really hyped last year. I was really excited to draft him for my league this year. And he only got like 9 points. You know, which is it's okay for a running back, but I would love for them to at least get double digits.
After watching Safe Space all off season, we won't talk about after the 4th, but let's talk about your first 4 picks. And my advice to say you got to leave the NFL is changing. It's a passing league. You can't touch the quarterback. You can't touch the receiver. And you need to leave. You can't just go triple running back anymore. You have to leave the first 4 rounds with at least 2 running backs and 2 receivers. I went 2 running backs. Which pick did you have? The 9th or the 8th?
In a 12 team. Because I had it twice. That was the second time I was 9. I was
right.
Like, wow.
So you're back-to-back 9th pick. So you went Barkley, Pollard,
Olave.
Cooper was your wide receiver 2. I wasn't mad at that. So I think that's just something moving forward that we as consumers of the fantasy football game need to work on, is just creating a balanced team. You need a RB1, you need an RB2, you need a wide receiver 1, you need a wide receiver 2. If I could offer you any advice moving forward, I know the draft is already over. Either you won or you lost, or maybe you're one of those weirdos that tied. But I would say leave those first 4 rounds with 2 running backs and 2 receivers. I don't care what order, but you got to have a balanced team going into that 5th round. And I believe the draft actually begins in that 5th round, because you can go get your quarterback. You can.
And I feel like that's why I messed up.
Yeah. I mean, we won't talk about it, but that's where you want to go get a Herbert.
We talked about it already. That's why. That's why he already grilled me.
You want to go quarterback, tight end, or get your flex
what about
in that
this
5th
one?
round.
I joined a public league, and I literally drafted on the way to the grocery store.
Yep.
I think my first pick was Christian McCaffrey.
Yep.
My second, I believe, was Josh Jacobs.
Yeah.
Third was Debo, which you were instantly like.
I thought you went Olave, Jackson, then Debo.
You know, I'm not sure. I just know that Jackson was my 4th pick.
Okay, so then maybe you went Olave 3, Jackson 4, Debo 5?
Possibly. I just know after I got Samuel, I realized that I had 2 49ers.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got Fairmouth and McLaurin.
Terry
on the bench. Jonathan
Taylor's on the pup.
Yeah.
Yep. Addison, Bateman.
And Tua on my bench. And then my quarterback is Lamar Jackson. So
you have Tua and Lamar Jackson.
That's not bad. That's actually really great for their bye weeks.
Yeah,
they line up.
You might eat that league.
It's like a random public league.
Yeah.
Number 222759. Watch out.
Yeah, there it is. I'm 7 o'clock. This is Mrs. 7 o'clock. We are just drinking to our fantasy sorrows and victories after this week 1 safe space.
The Jets are doing great for me with the defense.
Jets defense? Where you at? Where you at?
Sorry, hold on. That's the wrong
different league.
Yep.
Yeah.
My bad. Yeah, my first time.
Welcome to the grind. Welcome to the grind.
My first time. Okay, the Jets.
13.
It's 6-13 Buffalo.
Okay.
But the Jets, like their defense is just going crazy. I'm gonna Jackson real fast.
Okay, sounds good. I'm gonna wrap it up, man. I appreciate you guys rocking with me. Thank you, Mrs. 7 o'clock, for filling in some time. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to Kayla. Oh my gosh, Walton for the dope Steelers hat. Even though her Niners handed my Steelers that ugly L, she still hooked me up with a late birthday Pittsburgh Steelers snapback. I don't got it on right now. I'll wear it next week. But shout out to you. Thank you for supporting me in the classroom. And we'll see you guys next week, 7 o'clock. This is Fantasy Football Safe Space. This is Miss 7 o'clock. Thank you for filling in.
You're welcome.
And we'll see you guys next week. Peace.
Wow.